All right, let's solve this compound inequality. We're going to give the solution, the graph, and the interval notation. It's very important to note that this is an AND. So we have two rules, and our answer has to be in this part and in this part. Okay, it has to follow both of those rules. So when I look at the first part, well, it's not solved for. My x is not solved for. So I need to solve for this x, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. On the left-hand side, negative 3x is less than negative 12. I need to get to grumpy old x by himself. He is multiplied times negative 3, so how do I get rid of that? What? Divide by a negative? That's right. I am going to divide both sides by a negative. And if it's an inequality and you divide by a negative, the inequality symbol is going to flip over. So let me go do that now before I forget. It was less than, now it is greater than. Whenever you divide by a negative, you flip the inequality. All right, negative 3 over negative 3 reduces down to 1, so I have 1x. And on the right-hand side, negative 12 over negative 3 is 4. So x is greater than 4. And let's solve this one over here for x. It's x minus 5 to get rid of the minus 5. I add 5 to both sides. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. So x is less than 10. Okay, here is my solution. X is greater than 4 and x is less than 10. Let's graph it. On my number line, I find a 4 and a 10. And I have to shade everything greater than 4 while at the same time less than 10. Okay, and you're going to see for this problem, it's shading everything in between these two numbers. Greater than 4 is going to get a parenthesis. Less than 10 is also going to get a parenthesis. So this is my graph. You can see it's everything shaded between 4 and 10. And then interval notation, I have one interval. I need to put where it begins and where it ends. It begins at 4, it ends at 10. The 4 has a parenthesis like above, and the 10 has a parenthesis like above. Okay, if you do your graph correctly, your interval notation should really just come straight down. All right, that's another AND problem. Let's take a look at an OR problem.